Well, hello, this is Mr. Steenstra. Today's lesson is about RSS readers. And I went ahead and forwarded an email to you that you should see in your inbox. It should look like this. And you should be able to open these notes here. And I'm just going to talk about these notes for just a second before I actually show you how to use a particular RSS reader. All right, so what RSS stands for is Rich Site Summary, and a lot of times people say it stands for Really Simple Syndication. Syndication is when a certain publication carries publications that come from other people. Okay, and really what we are interested in is being able to kind of like make our own little personalized newspaper, where we are going to pull in information that comes from all different sources on the internet. So that's the idea behind Real Simple Syndication. The reason we want to do this, of course, is to educate ourselves. So the internet's an excellent tool for lifelong learning, and that is one of the goals of Calvin Christian School. You can see here it's to help you develop a capacity for lifelong learning, which includes, and this comes right out of the official school documents, accessing information from a variety of sources. So one of those sources is the internet, and very popular on the internet is blogs and of course websites. And this tool allows you to access those, and not only access those, but automatically pull in the information that you are interested in and put it all together. Sometimes we call that aggregating it. It puts it together in your own like customized newspaper, which is an electronic newspaper, which is in one of these readers. Okay, now here are a bunch of examples of readers, and I'm not going to go through all of these. But I just put them there for your information. It is not at all an exhaustive list. There are literally hundreds of different types of readers out there. The one that I'm going to be going over with you is called Feedly. Okay, and this is the link to Feedly. Okay, what I want you to do, and I'm not going to show you here, but I need you to click on these video links and watch these videos. You can see this is a minute 40. Actually, that's how far you need to watch it. Don't watch it. You don't need to watch any more of it. And this is a minute 25 and so on. It's not going to take you very long, but I want you to read these videos because they do a good job in giving an overview of what RSS is and how to use Feedly, which I see I have a misspelling here I'll have to fix. Okay, now to get help with Feedly, there's also a bunch of links, and again, I'm not going over those. I put them there just for your use, and if you get stuck, you can always go back and click one of those links to try to figure out how to do what you need to do. Okay, so what Feedly is like I implied already, it's a tool for gathering, reading, and sharing all the interesting blogs and websites that you read on the web. This is a symbol here that you're going to find on many blogs and websites that just indicates that they have an RSS feed. And really what that means is when they get new information, they will automatically send that information out to whoever is interested in it, whoever is subscribed to the feed. Okay, so I'm going to have you create a Feedly account, and I'm going to have you subscribe to some feeds. So here I'm going to pause a second and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and you can see here in the same document I just scrolled down is the assignment, and I'm going to just walk you through that a minute. So the first thing you need to do is install Feedly. So what we're going to do is open a new tab, and we are going to go to the Chrome web store. I think that would normally just pop right up for you, but let me just go to it this way. Okay, so we're going to type in Feedly. And you can see here's Feedly, and here's an app we can install on Chrome. So it actually thinks I already have it. So this is a problem. I'm going to have to pause here a second. Okay, I am back. The problem I had is I already had Feedly installed on my account. So I had to go into a different account so I can demonstrate this. So when you search for Feedly, what you're going to see is this main Feedly, news, blogs, and YouTube. And you can just click the plus button here. Notice it has great reviews and is used by a lot of people. So we're going to just click on that. We're going to say, yeah, I want to add it. Okay, and now it's going to go ahead and it's adding right here. You don't need to click there. And now we are in Feedly. Now what you want to do actually right away is log in. Okay, so don't click get started, click log in. Okay, and what it's going to do is just log you in with your Google account. So accept that. Okay, and now we're into the Feedly page, and there's nothing here because we haven't added anything yet. Okay, now here's where you want to go back to your notes, and we're going to look at the assignment. I need you to subscribe to this blog. Okay, this is actually a blog. You might recognize it. It's from our own school. And notice it has a little RSS button there. I'm not even going to have you click there. You can just highlight the URL of our blog and go to Feedly and enter the URL here. And it found our blog. So what we're going to do, well, you can click here, and right now it's just showing the different posts that our blog has had in the past. So you can you might, when you're looking at other blogs, you're going to want to look at this and see like how often do they post, what are the topics about, and if you like it, then you can click add to my Feedly. I could have added it directly just by hitting the plus. So you can see this blog doesn't get posted that often. And so some blogs get posted multiple times a day, and that might be a blog that you're like, hey, I'm just not going to be able to read that many posts, so you might not sign up for it. Okay, so I'm going to add it to my Feedly, and it wants to know the title, and that's a good title. It basically copied it from here. It wants to know if I want to put it in a category. And I want you to create a category, and this one, since it's on Connecting Faith and Learning, we're going to call this one Christianity. Okay? So I want you to create Christianity as a category, and then you're going to add this into that category. Okay, and now when I go here and I look at my Feedly, what you see is the category Christianity, and this is the one blog I'm subscribed to. Okay, now this is just the first. So the other blog I want you to subscribe to is the blog for our class. Okay, so here's the URL to the blog for our class. Your stuff is eventually going to be showing up here. Okay, and this is just the very first posting to kind of introduce our blog. All right, so what I want you to do for this one, here again they have a subscribe button, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to go right up to the URL, copy it, go back to our Feedly, okay, and add content, and I'm going to post this blog, and you see it lists our blog. Okay, and this one I'm just going to add directly. I can just hit the plus. Okay, it's adding it. The title is good. You should always look at the title because sometimes they aren't good. This one I'm going to have you put in the category of technology. Okay? and we're going to say add. Okay, and now when I go back to my Feedly, then we can see there's a category Christianity and a category technology with this blog. Okay, now there's even more. You're going to have to subscribe to a total of 4 blogs. So I want you to subscribe to at least one blog related to your technology tips and trivia topics. Okay, so let me just clean up my tabs up here in a minute. Okay, so let's say my technology tips and trivia presentation was on Google presentation. Okay, what I can do is search Google, and in this case, I'm going to actually go to the main search screen here. And I'm going to type in Google presentation. Okay, and it does a search for me. Now you might find a good blog here, but notice it's giving all kinds of different websites about Google presentation. And an RSS reader is really meant for news and blogs. So if I click the More button, you can see I can search specifically on blogs only on this topic. And now all of these that come up are blogs. I happen to know this Catlin Tucker. I've listened to her present before. So let me go to her blog. And let's say I want to subscribe to this blog. Okay, so I look at this. I could actually go, this is one of her blog entries on Google presentation. So I might actually go to her homepage. Oh, and this is her most recent blog, apparently. Huh. So that's interesting. Yeah, on Google presentation. So notice she has a lot of, she published a book. She's received a lot of awards. So these are the things you'll look at to just check out the quality of the blog you're looking at. Make sure it's one that you really are interested in following. And if it is, then you can copy the URL, go back over here, add content, and type it in. And look, it found this blog, and I can go ahead and add it. Now it wants to know what category. Well, this one has to do with technology. So I'm not making a new category, I'm adding it to my technology category. Okay, and now if I go back to my Feedly, then now I see that I have her blog here. Okay. Now, one final blog you need to add is basically the blog of your choice. All right. So you all know that I like hiking. So let me type in hiking, and I'm going to go in and into blogs. And let's see, here's Backpacker Magazine. Looks like it has a blog, possibly. Let's find out if it does. Actually, maybe this one's better. San Diego hiking. Let's see. Okay, I paused there because I wanted to look at some of these. This actually can take you some time because you're going to be checking out all these different blogs. Let me just show you an example of, one I don't want to sign up for, and how I found out. So, San Diego Hikers seems like a really great blog to follow. But let's say I go here, Control C, and I go to Feedly, and I search on it. What I'm going to find is it found there's only one reader, so that's not a good sign. Not many people are following it. And I'm seeing that the last post is from 2008, and then there was only one other post in 2006. So if I sign up for this, I'm probably never going to get any posts. Okay, somebody is not actively keeping up with their blog. So I'm not going to sign up for this one. On the other hand, if I go to Backpacker Magazine, okay, and you might want to look at the site and make sure it's stuff you're interested in. But if I go in here and paste that in, now I can see there's 925 readers. I can click on it. I can see that there were some posts in August and some in September. Looks like they do a couple posts a month, maybe even a week. So this would be good. I'm going to get a story every so often, once or twice a month. So, okay, that's something that I would like to do. So I'm going to click the plus. It's asking for a category. Maybe in this case, I'm like, I'm just not going to categorize this one. I'm going to leave it out. Okay, so I say add. And now when I go and I look, I see I have Christianity, the Connecting Faith and Learning. I have those 2 technology blogs, and this one went into the uncategorized section. Okay, so that's how you subscribe. Now, I also have them organized, so you can see here in the notes, I wanted you to organize those, so I showed that to you. And this is the point where I'm going to want to see a screenshot of your Feedly page. So just so I know that you've done all this, the tool that I want you to use, the tool is the snipping tool here. So let me just open that. And basically once you turn it on, you can just kind of drag and get a view of your page. Okay, that's probably even overkill. The important thing is I need you to get all of this stuff here. You'll save this as a file. You can leave it as PNG. You can just put it on your desktop. You can give it really, well, why don't we just name it Feedly Screenshot. Okay, I'm going to hit save. And now I can close. Don't be confused. This isn't my actual window. That's just the image. Okay. And now if I minimize and look, I have that on my desktop. Okay. And now what you will do is go to your email. Okay. You'll compose. And what it says in the directions is here the email. Oh no, I forgot to do something. I forgot to view this in the all before I did the screenshot. So I'm going to click on all. And now I need to do another screenshot. So I'm going to go back to the snipping tool. And I'm going to highlight at least this much. Okay. And I'm going to save that. And I'll just call it Feedly Screenshot 2 since I had to do it twice. Okay, and now that picture is saved. Now I'm going to go to my email, and the way I saw this is I give you the directions right here. Take a screenshot. Okay, it has to be all, needs to show all your subscriptions, and then attach it to an email and send it to me. The subject of the email must be Tech 7A Feedly Screenshot. So let me go in here, and you're going to send it to me. You're going to call that Tech 7A or B, of course. Feedly Screenshot. I know it said screenshots in there. There's only one. You don't even need to put anything in the body of the email. Just attach it. Here, if I go back to my desktop, I want to grab the one that's screenshot 2. And now I will hit send. Okay, and that's how I'm going to make sure that you've done your assignment here. Okay, now the very last thing and the exciting part is for you to read your feeds. Okay, so we already have it in the all. So we see all my feeds, see they're from all the different sources that we subscribe to. There's actually nothing from Connecting Faith and Learning because there wasn't anything that was posted to that recently. but if when there is, it'll show up here. And I'm going to click on the first one. Okay, and there's actually some shortcut keys. If you do Shift ? It shows you what they all are. And the useful ones, I think, are the J and K. Okay, well, I hit the end of my time limit for Screencast-O-Matic, so I'm back again. I'm going to wrap this up real fast here. I've been reading through some of my blog entries here, and notice now, before I think there were probably 11, and now there's 7, because as you read through them, it just takes them away because you've already looked at them. Okay, you know, you can always go back in time and look them up again. It's not like they're totally gone, but they're just not going to be highlighted under all here. Because really the purpose of this is, as you read through your things, is for this reader to remove them from the screen, right? So that you don't end up reading them twice. So let's say I'm reading this, I'm starting here. Okay, I was starting to tell you guys about the J and K keys. If I hit J, it goes to the next one. If I hit K, it goes back up again. See, breaking news, 2 hikers stranded. Okay, now I'm back up, I hit J, I go back down, and I can see like a pretty big preview of the blog that Kaylin put together. And, you know, I might start reading this, and I might say, well, you know what, this isn't one that I'm very interested in, and so you just hit the J. Because the idea of this is to allow you to get through a lot of information quickly. Okay, so now let me keep going. Here's Nevada Trip Sweepstake Rules for Backpacker Magazine. If I'm interested in that, you can always click on Visit Website. Okay, now what it's going to do is bring me to the website, and I can see the rules. Okay, but let's just keep going. So I'm going to go to J. Win a trip to Nevada. Bears. Okay, BYOD, the benefits of embracing diversity. That stands for Bring Your Own Device. Okay, now what I want you all to do is, after you look through your post, and you don't need to read every word, but I want you to at least look at all of the articles that you've subscribed to. I want you to at least pick one that you think is really good and totally read it. So let me just say this is my example. Okay, say I read this article, and if there's a video with it, I watched the video, and I'm like, this is really good. I want to share this with the rest of the class. There are ways here. All of these things are ways to save this article or to share it with people. Now I'm gonna click Save for Later right here, and now it's kind of like bookmarked. And if I go to Save for Later, it'll be there because I think this is really good. So I might want to go back to this. So the one that you really like, you should also save for later. What I wish worked is the Mail button, but watch what happens when I click on Mail. It starts to try to set up Outlook, which we don't want. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that, and we are going to exit the wizard, and I'm going to go back here to this article. So if I actually want to share this article with a class, the way I need to do it actually is just to open it. So here, if I click on the headline, it's going to actually go into her blog. You see, we moved to her blog. And I can take this and do Control-C, and then go to my email and compose, and I would send this to the tech class. And I can say here, my favorite blog. I didn't say in the document what the subject should be, but you should put my favorite blog as the subject. I'll go ahead and add that. And then paste the link to it. And now Tech 7a, if I hit send, we're all going to get this. I'm not going to because I don't want you guys to get junk mail. But what you should end up with is an email from everyone in the class with a blog, link to a blog that they think is really interesting. Now, if you open that link and you like that blog too, then what I would want you to do is to go back here to Feedly, add content, and start following that blog. All right? So that's it. That will be your assignment. And there will be some Edmodo quiz questions on not only the things that I've talked about, but even on the videos that were referenced in this document here at the beginning. Make sure you watch those, because there will be some questions in Edmodo from those videos as well. Okay, that's it. Thank you.